Welcome everybody to Matt Bajerski YouTube channel. Welcome to the Pure Energy Healing Academy. Today we're going to talk about the missing piece with regards to broken bones. Now, over the years, I've helped clients with broken bones and I've seen certain patterns of great healing take place. So I'd like to bring all that knowledge of those years, as well as my own personal two experiences of broken bones. One, my shoulders when I fell off a motorbike and severely damaged the whole of my shoulder, and I have a metal plate in here with pins. And more recently, a few weeks ago, I fell very badly and my ankle snapped completely and it was hanging off just by the skin. And sounds horrible, doesn't it? But it was. And that's really a fascinating story over these weeks. And I'd like to put all of the experience as a healer over 20 years together of all of the clients that have had severe breaks in the body and what they went through, as well as my own experience over these few weeks. So just so you all know, I'm fine now, walking, driving, and to the anger of certain doctors. And that's something we need to talk about. So first of all, I think there's a pattern that I saw people who ended up in, let's say, a very unfortunate circumstance where swelling took place or great damage took place on the skin and in the skin. So they were having antibiotics because of all sorts of things happening, which delayed their healing process. So this is something that we need to look at as well. So first of all, when and if you have a break, or if you've had a break and you're watching now, you're wondering, what's the healing process, Matt? How do I really heal? I think the first thing I found with my clients over the years is a positive mental attitude. First of all, whatever happened, these things happen. It doesn't matter why or how. You can think about them as much as you want. You can sit down and say, okay, why me? Which is normally what most people do. And that's kind of like a blame somebody else, or the victim energy. I've noticed with the victim energy that issues and problems can arise and the healing process can take 3-4 times longer. For me, it's like, oh shit, we need to get this sorted quickly. Okay, first of all, the break is mine. I accept it, but it's my ankle and I love it, and it's going to be strong and healthy, and it's going to heal faster than anything that's ever healed before in my body. So straight away, positivity. No blame, no anger, no what now, what am I going to do? Everything's going to go wrong. Where's the money going to come in? All of these things, yes, I understand. It will pass your mind and it will enter your mind, but you're just going to have to say, you know what? These things don't matter. And things always work out and money will come. Everything will be fine. And you don't want to look back and say, Jesus Christ, did I worry about all of that? You don't want that. You want to say, actually, I coped with it really, really well. And you know what? None of those fears affected me at all. I brushed them off because the fear adds, every time you fear in that moment will add 10 minutes longer to your healing process. So every time you have a bad thought, just think that you're going to have to heal for another day. So forget the bad thoughts, forget the worries, because they're not going to help in any way. Okay, you figure all that out afterwards. But the first priority of your life right now is to heal yourself. Nothing else matters. Everything continues no matter what. Everything will be okay in the end. It always is. So everything's going to be fine. So by having that kind of positive mental attitude and believing that you are more important than the fears that your mind want to scare you with, or the doctor, or a physio, or always giving you the worst case scenarios. I'm not interested in them. So soon as this break happened, every single ambulance driver, the faces were like, oh my God, it's like, just stop. Okay, it's okay. You don't need to show your shock, how bad it is. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Just stop that. Everything's going to be fine. Okay, second, you get to the hospital, everybody, like, just stop that behavior. Childish, ridiculous fear behavior. And it's very much to do with scaring the living daylights out of you without them knowing. It gives them power, you see. Then the doctor gives you worst case scenarios. Okay, this is such a bad break, Mr. Bajerski. It looks like you might not be able to run ever again. I like, just stop with the voodoo spells. So you're going to have to eliminate everybody who comes and starts to try to make you feel that everything is bad, because all of that is a negative. Your foot is beautiful, or your arm is beautiful, your leg is beautiful, wherever you've got a break, it's beautiful, and it'll heal, and it will heal. So don't listen to the poison. Don't listen to the voodoo spell. Don't listen to any of those things. You are stronger than somebody's ridiculous reaction to you. They don't know how you're going to heal, but you do. And if you listen to them, then guess what? You won't heal, not as fast, and you might not ever heal, because you are putting your energy and your focus and everything that you are into what they're saying. So your body doesn't know any different. So it'll say, okay, so we're not going to heal. So I say, excuse me, stop. I'm going to be walking 10 times faster than you could ever imagine. Now, just on a side note, I rung my doctor who did the fixing of the bone, and he wasn't very happy with me because I didn't make the next appointment when he wanted. So I rung him. I said, sorry, I didn't make the appointment. And he said, you should have come on Tuesday. I said, I know, I was quite busy. He says, busy doing what? I said, busy driving, working. And it went quiet. So he was angry. He was angry at the fact that I was getting on with my life. I didn't need to go back to him for him to take the boot off and to look. I actually got on with my life, and I've healed. I've already healed long time ago, weeks ago. So he was extremely angry. Why? Well, of course they're angry. They're angry because you've just proven them completely wrong. That the fact that I can't walk and it's going to take months and months and months. Bullshit. You can heal faster than anything if you believe and work on it. So mindset, number one. Spiritual belief in yourself, number two. Vital. And then number three, what you eat is extremely important. So you feed the body medicine or you feed it poison. So if you feed the body medicine, what will happen is the body says, thanks for that. Thank you. I needed that. Oh, I needed that. Oh, how did you know I needed that? And then it fixes the bones. Right, so your complete food now, your medicine should be food, and the only way you can do this is go online and look at natural health and ask what feeds the bones. So green leaves, lots of them. Celery juice, 3 times a day. This is me. Sugar out in the window. Don't you touch that poison. Don't you touch anything that's made in a packet that looks beautiful. Just throw that away. No processed foods, no colorings, no poisons, basically. Nothing from a supermarket. So everything should be organic. This is the way I healed. If you want to know how to heal, this is the way. If you think now, oh, I can't do that, then no problem. You can't do it. So I'm just telling you and sharing you, if you care enough about your body, if you want to heal quickly so you're back on your feet and you're doing what you need to do, work or whatever it is you love doing, then these things are what you have to do. And this is self-sacrifice in the sense that, well, I'm not really sacrificing, but I'm actually doing the most beautiful things for my body to heal fast. So it's not really a sacrifice. Oh, no, how can I not have sugar? Well, fair enough, mate. You keep having your sugar, you keep getting sick, and watch what happens to your body when it inflames. Your foot might inflame, or you might get, oh, that looks like we've got a problem down there with the stitching. Oh my God, we need more medication. Like, I had none of that. In fact, the physio kept looking at my stitching and went, wow, this is incredible healing. Yeah, because I'm feeding the body what it needs. So feed the body everything that's healthy for the blood, everything that's healthy for the skin. So all fruit and vegetables was my diet. No fish, no meat, no poisons, no sugars, only healthy, natural, organic food every day, 3 times a day. I ate, and it was incredible. So quinoa, there's so many things I could go on and tell you about, but you need to study that yourself, and you need to cut out the poisons that will stop you from healing faster. So your body will heal no matter what, but depends how fast you want to heal. I want to heal, and I want to heal fast, and I did. I healed in record time. Um, so that's another aspect. Then you've got your natural oils that are important. So there's comfrey oil, which is fantastic, and they call it the knitter of bones. So it heals the bones so fast. I was putting that on every 2 hours. I was also using arnica. Arnica's fantastic. I was using that every 2 hours, but so 1 hour I would use. I actually used about 5 different oils. So I'd use them in like every so many half hour. I kept changing the oils. So I was feeding the bones, I was feeding the skin, I was feeding the blood the most healthiest that it needed from where my damage was, what I was working on. But I also used certain oils to help heal me by breathing them in. So I was using Don Tolman's oil, which is fantastic, which is a combination of 12 or 13 different oils mixed together. So just go online and type in Don Tolman Golden Relief, and you'll see the mixture. So use them oils. I also use sacred oil. Sacred oil has a blend of 3 different oils, which really worked well. I also was using my healing oil. So there was quite a few oils that I was using. So find the oils that feel right to you and work on them every 2 hours. Massage every 2 hours. It's good to massage the leg and to move the foot if it's a foot or wherever your injury is. Massage that so that the blood is circulating and moving. When you eat natural foods that heal the body and keeps the blood flow, drink plenty of water all the time. That's keeping the blood flow and cleaning your blood, as long as it's natural water free from contamination, which most water is. So make sure you get healthy water. I drink Panna water. Panna is a fantastic water, but I also have a backup, which is a reverse osmosis. So these are the things that I utilize. So that said, when I'm working on that, I also feel that it's important to work on all your body and exercise it too. So even though you might be in a bit of pain or a lot of pain, it's very important. So I was exercising the whole of my leg, lifting it up and down, moving it. Why? Because you're giving circulation to something that's all stopped. So if you've broken your arm, you would try and move your hand, move your wrist if it's your shoulder. So you would give circulation to the body around that part. I'm not a doctor, but that's what I found. Pain relief happened to my ankle when I started exercising the whole of my leg, moving and using straps which are like elastic, and then exercising, strengthening. And I'd find afterwards that the pain in my leg would be 10 times less. And like, wow, the pain's got, why? Because it's circulating. Pain isn't bad, because pain is just showing you that your body is healing that place. So every time I had a pain, I'm saying thank you. Not, oh my God, it's getting worse. No, thank you, because I can feel that that's where the healing is taking place. So oils were vital in my healing process. Sleep and rest is important, extremely. If you can try and sleep and rest, that's amazing. So do your exercises, then rest. Put your oil on, then rest. Lifting your leg up, if you've got a problem with an ankle, lift your leg up, give it some room. So put a pillow there when you're lying down and give it some, so that blood can run up. And then other things that are fantastic, hot therapy, which is hot water and then cold water. I like ice packs. So I put ice packs around my foot and then took them off. And that was amazing. That really, really helped. So All of these things are great to utilize on a break. But what I found the most fascinating, and this is the final piece to the jigsaw for me, and that is whenever there is a trauma in that particular area, which is a break, there is trauma that takes place. It's naturally going to happen. And I believe wholeheartedly that negative energy, whether you're thinking about the bad thoughts of your foot, whether people are sending that, like they're saying bad thoughts and you are picking up on that and believing it, you create a kind of negative, dark energy where the break is. And I think that sometimes some people don't fully heal because there is trauma still of the event and of the days thereafter. And I found that cleansing my foot, even when, like now, I'm okay, but I still cleanse my foot on a weekly basis. And how I do this is I recognize that without even me knowing, there could be trapped trauma there, negative energy. So I give healing to it. Now, I gave healing to my foot as a healer would do, and that's self-healing by placing my hands close around it and giving it healing. And I gave lots and lots of healing, lots of healing. So I just give good energy, and anybody can do this. Just place your hand around it. You don't need to touch it. You can if you want, but if you don't touch it, you'll feel the energy more, and you will give it good energy. That I gave. I don't expect anybody to do this because some people just won't understand it and won't get it and won't believe it. But I gave myself minimum of 3 hours a day to 6 hours a day healing on my foot. So I worked on it so much. That to me was a vital part, but I don't expect people to do that because it's too much. If you give yourself 10 or 15 minutes twice a day by just going around the foot and sending good energy, closing your eyes and seeing yourself run and feel better and walk, these are the good energies that you're putting in there through thought and through the universe that's given you very, very powerful healing without you even realizing. So when you do give healing, breathe correctly. That's through the nose and blow out through the mouth as you're healing your foot. Okay, you can use one hand and hold one hand like this, which is the receiving, and one hand on your foot and around your foot. Or you can use both feet and just take your deep breaths and blow out through your mouth, and the healing will take place naturally. So going back to this end piece, which is the final fix of the foot, sometimes you'll find that something still doesn't feel right. And the reason why is because there needs to be this final cleansing and healing of the foot. It's like we need to get rid of this negative energy that's the buildup. So I'll use my oils to begin with. So I normally use Palo Santo mixed with sage, and I'll mix a little bit of frankincense to work with it, and then rub the oil on. And then I'll take sage and burn it around my foot for about 5 minutes. So you're burning the negative energy away and around your foot. And that way, once you've done that, you'll feel like, oh, my foot feels lighter. It feels like not negative, because some people claim that there's negative energy in there and it's hard to shift. After a healing session, it disappears. So, but to do the healing session, I always used to use sage and then use my oils and then give good energy. So as a final, like once a week, as a final clearing, and just to shift all of that deep trauma away that has happened over those 6 weeks, or depending on how long you've been in pain for. And this is a good thing to do. So sit down, pull your trousers or skirt up, take your sock off, make sure the skin is exposed, all of it, and then burn your sage. And as you burn it, the smoke needs to touch where the break is. So if you've got a broken shoulder, broken arm, make sure, or a broken ankle, make sure that the smoke is around the break, and do that for at least 3 to 10 minutes. Just keep doing it. Okay. Afterwards, you'll understand why. So you can put the oil on before, and you can put it on after. That's totally up to you. Once you've done that, then just put your hands very close, or put your hand close to where it is, and just see that break healed and strong. Okay, just see it healed and strong, and send good energy into it. You can use lots of different methods, but the breathing is important. You can see light in there, you can see the darkness disappearing, but basically what you're doing is pushing this great energy and clearing that darker energy that is trauma that we've created through fear and worry and everybody else's negativity. So that to me was the final piece. Now, I'm just about to do another cleansing on my foot. So I'm going to use sage, and I'm going to use my oil, and I'm going to put good energy and blast the negative energy away. And I think that final piece is the final part of the full recovery. So the exercises, again, very important when you're nearly healed. Exercise, because you need to get all them muscles working again. But there is something about this negative energy that sits there because of the trauma that needs to be cleansed and cleared. And I think that's the final part of the jigsaw. So these are the things that I did. I'll just show. I don't know when my break was, but it was severe. I've got pins in there. I've got metal in there, plate. It was maybe 8 weeks ago, 7-8 weeks ago now. I don't know, don't count, but I'll just show you. It's good for me to show you, I guess. So I'll take my sock off. So let me see if I can show you. So hard to see, but if you look there, that's where my cut was. It's nearly, you can't even see it hardly now. It's fantastic, eh? So I'll also show you, movement. So like if I go like this or go like this, you can see that I'm okay on my feet. Okay. So I'm walking tiptoes. Hang on, just hold on to this. This is it's hard to show you, sorry. No, I can't show you, but I can go on my tiptoes. So there is strength every day going back into that foot. Every day is getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And remember, the medical people told me it could be 12 months because of the severe break. So go slowly, go slowly. Well, I'm going to see my doctor on Tuesday. So he won't see a boot. He won't see sticks. He'll see me walking normally. And I'm not looking forward to it because I don't think I'm going to get a great reception because I didn't follow what he told me to do. I said, no, I'll follow what feels right to me. I didn't go with pain. So I've not had any pain when I've exercised. I've not had any pain when I've moved. The physiotherapist, which is a great side note, was a football player, professional football player. So what a perfect person to find who works with football players. Now, think about this. If you've got a broken ankle or a broken foot, if you've got somebody who used to be a professional football player and works with football players, what could be better than knowing that the information and the knowledge of working with football players, they want to get back on the pitch much quicker, and the managers want them back on the pitch quicker. So whatever they do to them is what I want, right? So the speed of what he has moved me at to a speed of what maybe another physiotherapist moves you at, I think is part of it. So for me as well, my physio gives me an hour. That's it, 1 hour. And then the rest of 2 days after that, or 3 days after that, before he comes, is up to me. So my healing process was how I wanted it. Did I want it fast? Yes, I did. I want to prove to myself that I am the healer that I am. And I've shown that to people. I've been really open to what I've gone through. And I'm proud that 2 weeks ago, I was walking. 2 weeks ago. So it's like, I've gone through all of the healing process to say it can be done, and it can be done. It can be a few weeks, and then you're walking again. So all of these things that I share with you are what helped me on my process and my clients. And this positive mental attitude, this belief in yourself that you're going to heal faster. Okay, I had a note there saying on the 28th of September, I would be walking. It took about a week or 10 days more, but I was walking. And it's like, you look at that now and you think, no, that's impossible. To what happened, and that severity of the break, and the metal plate and the pins, and the one pin here, and be careful because we could only put one pin in there, else we'd have shattered the ankle. And like, wow. So yeah, I'm strong, and I'm getting stronger every day. So it's up to you, basically. It's not up to your physio, it's not up to your doctor, it's up to you. And taking responsibility and being the doctor, being the healer, being the physio, being the best student and teacher you can be will determine how quickly you will heal. That is my truth. What I shared with you today is simply my version of my healing. Take what you want, take what you will. Don't have to follow what I say, but I do promise you this: if you do take at least the final part, it might make a massive difference to your healing. They now are saying, science is saying that it's true that if you use sage smoke around the foot or around the skin, it will clear away bad bacteria. Well, that in itself says a lot, but I totally believe and know to be true that sage is far more greater in so many ways of how it heals negative energy and clears it away. So that being said, I'll leave some links below of the products that I use to help heal myself, and a reminder, some little tips of what I did to help. And good luck with your journey. Smile, be happy, enjoy the healing process. That's a really wonderful thing. Enjoy the healing process. Don't feel bad about it. Don't think, oh, it's going to take it. Enjoy the healing process. And also, I know this sounds crazy, but sometimes it's nice to have a rest. So take this as a little bit of a holiday, a rest, and maybe step out of your life and look at you, reevaluate your life of why, maybe, and what you could have learned and what you are learning right now, and what the reasons for these things to happen. It's not always because it was an accident. There could be something far bigger involved, and you might not really understand this now, but in a year or 2 years you might look back and say, wow, now I understand why you normally understand why these things happened. I understood why this happened about a year later. So don't really look too much for it. Don't search for it now. It will come when it comes, but maybe just stand back and appreciate that this time is not only your healing of a bone, but maybe just to give you a little bit of rest and learn to relax and meditate and learn to let go and not worry too much about life and all of these things that are here to test us, because you are strong enough, and there's a reason why it's broken. And I believe that everything that we're given, we're strong enough to cope with. So if your foot is, or your leg or your arm is inflamed and you're worried, just let it go and just work on healing it and telling your foot it's beautiful, and keep telling yourself it's going to heal quickly. Keep speaking to that part of the body and say you are strong, you are healthy. And this positive outlook, this positive words that you use will turn into great healing for your body. So I hope you enjoyed this little video on healing the bones. Take care of yourself. Love from the Pure Energy Healing Academy. If you enjoyed this video, please like and share. And yeah, maybe you might be a subscriber to watch the 2,400 videos that I have on here. Wow, that's some videos, eh? Have a great day, guys. Love you all.